Welcome to the Unification series for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, and we're picking up on the 18th of March 1969, which is I think about 3 months on from the end of the last part. And since the end of that video, nothing much has changed. I've done a little bit of tinkering with this distribution office here to ensure that because I've realized that the crops were originally coming in from this warehouse, which is now virtually run out, and this one still got some crops in here, and I've kind of consolidated it into here because I got a feeling, because I was looking at the fertility just before we started, and the fertility is getting pretty bad because we're not getting any, or not that much in the way of fertilizer. So we're gonna have to try and shift the focus with our research so that we can actually get some chemical fertilizer in. Now in this part, what I want to do is focus on this area here, simply because we do need to start getting our gravel production up, because what's happening is it's not about so much about saving money, although we're saving amount of gravel, is this, the perpetual queue here. And you're seeing here there's trucks waiting for asphalt and gravel, and I need to get all these trucks out of here. In fact, I need to focus on the construction industry going forward. Let's speed the game up a bit because we may not get that there. And what I want to do is get the groundworks. We're going to get the groundworks on the towers. I need it on that one there. I also need groundworks on that. I think we need groundworks on this as well, because I need power out here. I think I've got a power connection to somewhere here. That needs to be done. That needs to be done. One thing I do need is a power connection to this area, but we'll come back to that after I've finished doing the update. Down here we are working on this building here. I need to make sure that is being built. We're demolishing this. For some reason this footpath doesn't want to be built. I think it's got a bit of an access problem. I'm looking at it and it seems to be stepped off a bit. So what I'm going to do is cancel it, see if that will work. I need to remove that connection there. And what I'm hoping is that, I know which one's which. I do need to, right, we're going to get that on there. I think it's time to rename my construction offices, or name them. All this ports mouth maintenance. Now we're probably going to end up spending quite a lot of cash in this part, because I really do feel the need to push this forward. We'll call you ports mouth road. And we'll call you Portsmouth Groundworks. Oops. So we got this area here. We got a traffic jam. Yes, where? Oh, this is still running. I've had this happen to me before. You get a truck gets stuck in here and he kind of blocks the traffic. Yeah, what we're going to have to do is, I don't want to sell him, but I don't think he will go to a depot. We'll try and force him to the depot. No. This is the problem with these long trucks. We're going to have to sell him. Where is he from? Yeah, well, I'm gonna have to sell him. It's gonna cost us $10,000 to sell him, but I think he, where would you, well, most of them in here. Yeah. I think he was an open hole. I think what I might do is replace him with one of our own capacity. I'll just bring in one of those, I think. Wow, what's that doing there? Oh, I've got to make a bit of a mistake. Aha. Let me just see. Yep, you are meant to be on this route. Where is this mini? Well, I can probably leave that minibus on it for the moment. Get some benefit. The other thing, just want to check the route again. I can't. Oops. All related. Yep, they are going through the bus depot. I think I will put some fuel in that. A little bit of fuel as well. Just to, so that the buses don't wander off. 30% would be quite nice. Now this area, oh wow, we finished the kindergarten. That's good. That should make a difference. What's with road crew? Yeah, I think you can just wait and build up over time. So we've now got this here. We've got our happiness up to 81%. And more importantly, our loyalty is up to 55% now. So we're getting pushing this along quite nicely. So that is the current situation. I think generally things are under control, but I do need to keep an eagle eye on the fact that we don't have that much in the way of crops. And that could be an issue, maybe not this year, but next year due to the fertility. As you can see here, if I click on that, I mean, this field's 70%, this is 84%, 89%. It might improve a little bit once the sowing's been finished, but I really feel the need for chemical fertilizers. Now, one thing I've done up here is I've realized that we've got to get garbage collection. And so what I need to do is put in a technical services. The trouble is it's going to take a little while to build this. So we're going to have to get you in there. And what we'll probably have to do is a combination here of waste collection and what we call it. But if this is not finished in time, I do have a contingency. We're currently working on this bit of road here, which is nearly finished, because I do need to connect into there. Now, one thing I do need is we've got this substation here, which will set power all the way out to there. I think it will work. What it won't do is it won't cover this area here, but as long as it covers out to there, I'm going to be happy. Simply because in this part, if possible, I'd like to be in the position to produce gravel, but we're going to build it from this end here. Let me just see. This crane's right on the edge of needing repairs, so I think what we'll do is get that built as well and build into this area here. This is just about to be finished, so I think what we'll do is get you guys working on that. This will be finished and then we can start working on other groundworks. What groundworks have we got being built? I don't think conveyors themselves need groundworks, they just need steel and mech components. So next thing I want to do is just talk about where we're going in the future, but I need to check my research first. I'd like to finish this. I think I would like, if possible, to push the government loyalty up a little bit. It's not going to make that much difference, is it? I think we can get rid of this. Do you need it? I think I pinched the minibus from here, didn't I? No, I didn't. Okay. Right. So I've been looking at this area here, and there's two types of factory that I want to put out here. But first all I want to do is just get rid of this road that I put in here to there. Just get rid of that little bit there. Now what I wanted to put out here is my synthetic fertilizer factory. You can see this needs chemicals and 15 cubic meters of water. I've got a feeling it actually needs a water connection. But the other thing I also want to put in, if we go to construction, is I want to put an explosive factory in. Now generally I don't use a lot of any explosives. I prefer to demolish manually to get the value from what's being recovered. But what I'm thinking, I was looking at this after I finished the last video. It looks like there's some bit of road in here or something. Yeah. I thought there's an opportunity to try and make some cash here if we can, as long as we regulate it. If I put an explosives factory, I think I don't want it too far out, because I want it to be able to have connections. If we put it about there, and if just look at the explosives factory, see it can store 50 tons of gravel and 20 tons of wood, and it just needs 10 tons of chemicals. Now the chemicals are going to be a little bit of an issue, but I think that what we can do is, what's it, and it produces 8 tons of explosives, and all these explosives are going to be for export. So unless of course I decide to blow something up. I want a car dealer, I want a cargo station. I think if I can get, actually we'll put you over here. Just put you over here, I think. That. Then we'll get a gravel road. Pick you out there. I'm gonna squeeze in close on the factory because I want to make sure I've got enough space here for my synthetic chemicals plant, and we'll just accept that. We won't build that straight away. So what have you got here? Gravel processing, aggregate storage rate. Apologies that I'm going to be probably trying to micro. So on the 25th of April is all the what we call it being done. Looks like all the fields have been actually sown. What I would like to do is actually asphalt this road. I didn't do much through the winter, and we'll make that high priority because I don't think we've got any. Well, we got a little bit of fertilizer. I'm not exactly sure why that's not being distributed. It's probably the wrong time of year. And I think that's one of the problems with the fertilizer. Oops. Yeah, we got 35 tons of fertilizer, but it won't get distributed very much. Actually, can I force it a little bit? I mean, we could push the minimal fertility, but oh well. The game knows best. I'm not going to argue with it. Right, we've now got this built, and we need a power supply out here. So there's no point. Well, what I can do, just so that I can do things, is I can put the fuel truck on here because I do want to supply fuel out here, but of course it won't deliver any fuel until we've got a power out here. So that would be a relatively safe shot. So come here again. I'll just, what's the fuel tank capacity? 30 tons. I think 30% would be enough to begin with. I don't really want to splurge out too much. How's the power supply coming in here? Is this being built? Construction has stopped. Yeah. Right. So effectively we're playing the waiting game now. What else is going on over here? Now, one problem I did have during the winter was over here with respect to meat deliveries, and what I had to do was put a truck back onto the here. Actually, I've just had a bit of a thought. We got a little bit of space here. I'm just wondering if I put in another distribution office. Where is it? I think we put a 6er distribution office just there. Again, I'm not going to build it from the get-go. I just want to put it in there. Then eventually what we'll do is we'll move the meat distribution and give it a dedicated office, because I've got plenty of meat in here, and as I could actually export some. In fact, I could probably do that. I think what we'll do is we'll change you to there. But at the same time, I just want to, then I'll buy another refrigerated truck for here. We got the Zeal 130, and that into there. And then what I'll do is I'll say pick up from here when this is over 80% and go to the cut and export the meat. What that will do is it will kind of just push up my economy, because my economy is, I am in the green, but it's a very shaky green. Right, research is just finished. Yeah, the economy is kind of in there growing, but it wouldn't take much of a big splurge of kind of expenditure, which I'm just about to do. And what we do need to do is get that fertilization research done. Yeah, it wouldn't take much in the way of expenditure to kind of push things out a little bit too much. These guys are working on that. That's good. This is here. We do need to get this truck in, which means we're going to have to work on this bit of road here. Because I put some garbage collection in here, but well, I think we can if we can get a technical office in here, we can manually pick up the garbage and then take it from there. What are you waiting for? Yeah, it's probably everything is queuing up on the kind of area here. Just want to make sure I've got covered hole. Yeah, we've got covered holes, got open holes. We got yeah, I think we're good. Right, you're out completely. My road crew is slacking a little bit, but I'm very reluctant to get them in. In fact, they've got no roads at all. So why aren't you on that? Have you finished over here? Right. What I am going to do is just slip in a mud road into there. That should keep the workers going out that way. I'm looking for anything up here which we need immediately. Actually, I've just had a thought. I haven't built that yet. We're going to need to build this bus stop. I think you can give these guys an assist, actually, for the moment. Actually, you can finish off that road as well. This is the road that I started with this crew and then changed my mind. I do need that built, because we need that to get to there so that we can actually build the output store. Okay. Yeah, we got no fuel out here, so there's no point worrying about that just yet. This is being built. It's good. How are we doing here? This is empty. And we're on the 12th of May. And we've got 2,400 tons of crops now. And on the previous harvest, that is good enough. But, and it's quite a big but, with these poor fertilities, that is not going to be exactly that good. I think these guys are still delivering the old fertilizer. I just don't understand why it's not going out. That's going to have a nice big burn session there in our little thingy bob. But that's okay. I need to keep an eye on this. Is this allocated? No, we need to build that warehouse. It's not high priority, but we are losing production at the moment because there's no export capacity. So it's something that, well, it's inconvenient, but it's not kind of the end of the world, to be honest. I think my happiness is now kind of plateaued, and this is an effect of the game. Until you provide certain things that the population actually wants, you can't actually push the happiness too high. It's the same with loyalty. I think loyalty will start to plateau about 60-65%, and then to get the loyalty higher, you've got to provide other things for them. The only thing I will do is pub. Can we give them more bad stuff? And we got a pub there, and it's got 6 tons in it. So yeah, I think we've got reasonable coverage. I don't want to build this area out at the moment because I think now this is finished, we got room for people to move into. And we got this is finished, so what I want to do is get rid of this road, and the demo crew should pick this up. I've only got the one, so it's been picked up. So oops. What we'll do is we'll clear that little bit, and then I'll probably put another one of these blocks in. Mainly because we're still a little bit short with the hospital and there, so I think if we could get some educated workforce into here, that will help with the overall situation. Now, something else I want to check is, and I'm gonna have to start doing this regularly now, is on there. You can see now that the site towers have gone past 50%, which means that they are now at risk of collapse. Small risk, but eventually they will get to a point, and eventually they will start collapsing. Our small shopping centre, which is here, will eventually need to be repaired as well. Let's just have a look at the building. Yeah. We got more and more trucks coming up to 50% now that's going to need to be maintained. So again, that's something that we're going to have to kind of keep an eye on. Oh, isn't this fun? That's got people flowing in and out of there. What's the loyalty? 57%. I think we can possibly push this to 55. Of all my buildings of loyalties, the one I like the highest is always school, because that seems to have the biggest effect. Then the next thing in the path is the universities. Although, to be honest, I think at the moment our loyalty here, you see we've got people in here with a loyalty of 65%. Wow. Eventually, what we'll most likely be doing is using the prisoners out in our industrial area over here. I think this needs to go high priority. I need to jazz this up a bit. Not exactly sure. I need to get this built. I must admit, I thought this was allocated to Portsmouth maintenance, but obviously not. Need that built, that built, and that built now. Because we need the power out here to get this operational. Because what I want to do is build from this end. We can get this built. And then what we can do is start to, and then this can start mining the stone and fill this up with stone. And then we can work our way into this area here. Right, we're now on the 28th of May. How many jobs has my road crew got? I think you're doing okay. So I think what I can do is upgrade you, because that will give us a little bit of an edge there. Right, this is now finished as a warehouse. I want to limit that. I don't want I want a lot of chemicals in there, but at the same time I may want the option of actually exporting them. In fact, I think what I might do is you're picking up chemicals. Where are you taking them? Oh, you're right. I think what we're going to do is put you on there. You're going to pick up chemicals, and then what that should do is stop the chemical plant getting clustered. And then I think, yeah, so this can pick up the chemicals as they flow out into here, and then you can pick up steel, alcohol. You've got any other slots? Yeah, you've got a few slots. So, and then you can pick up chemicals, but only if they're over 90%, 89% then. Okay, if you insist, game. And you can export chemicals at the moment if they're over 89%, which means that basically we have over 30 tons of chemicals in there. I wonder... Oh, I want to build this actually. I build that first, and what is it? It's an asphalt road to here, and then I can put a footpath out there, which will then go to there, and also to our chemical fertilizer plant. We're on the 3rd of June, and we're down to 1,000 tons. You higher priority. Actually, we'll put loads on as a support. That's being built. That's being built. I think we now need to kind of push these guys out this way a bit. We certainly need, for some reason this substation is not being allocated. That needs the groundworks done on it. That needs to be built as well, but this is more important. Are you allocated? Yep. Yep, got bricks, we just need some steel now. So if we can get this operational, we can then start mining the stone. So when we get this operational, things will go. How are you doing? Right. You need steel on that, because we still need to build that bit there. How are you guys going? You've got nothing to do. Built that, you built that. I think you might as well start work on that bit there, which is going to go into our asphalt or our concrete plant. Got this here. I'm not sure. There's a road connection there. Oh, that's a bit. Yeah, we've got a road coming in there. But we need to bring a road out to here, but we'll probably bring it out around to here. Oh no, it's there. Sorry. What's this one here? You've got a road connection to there, so we're going to need to build into this area as well from the bus stop. Provide the workers to here. In fact, I might segregate this, but we'll see how that goes. It's not. I'm not sure why it won't build this. Oh, I think it's getting there. It's just, yeah, it's getting there. It's just because I don't really have the cranes to support it. If we had a crane running on that, it would be a little bit more supportive. Are we doing? I mean, how's the population going actually? Yeah. I mean, I could boost the birth rate, but I don't really want to do that. How's the research going here? 56%, that's good. Crops are down to 1,700. Not so good. As I say, I think at the moment we're just playing the waiting game. Yeah, we're just waiting for the roller to show up. That will complete that road and then make connection to there. That will speed up a little bit around here. Not worried about the gas station. This should come together quite nicely. We still need this being built. High priority, please. I need to push that a bit now because we are just about to finish this. Oh no, we're going to stop at 99% because we need 1.9 tons of concrete. Okay, I'm going to have to stop allocating jobs. Just want to double check. Yeah, so we've now finished this connection. So we got power into here. Yeah, gonna. We got the final bit of concrete, so we should be able to finish this with the crane. Ha! Run out of workers. Oh, do I have a worker problem? Let me just see. Let me just see how many. We got plenty of workers there. Actually, what have I got here? There's oh, for a brief moment then I thought there was actually. What are you doing? Oh no! Suspend. I want you building that. I want you working on other things, please. Actually, how's our radio influence? I think we might be able to kind of see if we can give a little bit of cultural influence. We'll just adjust this a little bit. Actually, we'll push that up to 50 as well. Because if these people have got high loyalty, they will contribute as well. I think what we might do is just increase that a little bit as well. See if we can get a few more people in the radio station. Right, we've now got this area finished, and I think what we'll do is that's a 190 block, isn't it? Just check. Yeah, I think we can slip in a 190 block here. Oops. Try and get it as close. Get rid of that little bit of mud footpath there. Just causing a bit of problems. Yeah, we'll push that as close as we can that way. Get the road crew on that. Connect that in. Oops, one thing I do keep forgetting is to turn that off. It's always the problem when you are not building that many residential buildings. I just want to... Yeah, we got 8 tons of chemicals in there. That's good. That means that we should have a fairly good supply of chemicals in here. And we still got 1,400 tons of crops. Good. Back up to here. Right, back up to here. Right. Good crew. Suspend that because that's not important. This is very important. Actually, what I will do is put the groundworks crew on that. Actually, how many jobs has the groundworks crew got now? Right, I think a lot of this stuff up here now has been kind of worked on. So yeah, we need you working on that actually. I think conveyors, there's no point assigning them to groundworks because there's nothing there. Actually, I think what we will do is get the fire station operation, groundworks on the fire station going. Right, we've now got quarried stone here, so I'm going to tell it to store quarried stone. We've got power here, so I need that built, that built. We're now getting fuel in here. Now the next thing we're going to need is some bulldozers. You're 33. Right, we might as well get you out here because it's going to take you an age to get out here to actually do your stuff. I've got a feeling that this is not going to be ready, so what we're going to have to do is put in a free technical services. Where can I put you? I think we can just tuck you here because this is our kind of trash area. And then hot water, I don't want that. Construction waste will have to go straight to the border because we can get separation, but to begin with it's just going to be all mixed waste, which is going to go to here, and then the construction waste will be separated out in another way. Can I buy we got 125,000 left. These guys have got a lot of things here. Large containers, you're 90 kilometers an hour. You carry 3.3. You're 85. You're 6.5. We'll get 2 of those out here. Because of course in industrial areas there's no point where messing about with small containers. You've got to go for the big ones. Certainly need that built. That's built through to there. And if we can get these finished, push the priorities up on this. If we can get this done, we can fill this up with quarried stone ready to go. I think you can now get into there. We don't need that just at the moment, and we need that built. Well, I just want to keep our main construction offices working in this area for the moment, because that's going to be pretty important. I just want to, still got concerns about the fertilizer. We've got 75 tons of fertilizer in here. That means we're probably going to get, I'm just a bit worried about why that's not really doing. The problem we're going to have is that our, where is it? I can never find the fertilizer plant. We can store 32 tons in here. Yeah. I got a feeling that it just missed the fertilizer cycle last time round. Because we're delivering it, but I'm not. I think it's chemical fertilizer that gets put on while the crops are growing, and it's ordinary fertilizer that gets put on when the during the winter. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Right, last chance to buy a wagon. Oh yeah, of course, 1969. Right, these guys are out of work. I want them to work, but at the same time, I don't want them to work too hard. I think what we will do is, that's built. That's built. I think from a precision perspective, that's built. That's built. Let me just see what's over here, because I'm trying to avoid actually. How can you say it? I'm trying to avoid by having to buy large amounts of gravel because we're so close now. Actually, I think what we can do is put you on there. I think we will do that so that when the chemical plant fertilizer plant comes online, this is now ready as well. So I'm going to put an asphalt footpath to there, and you guys can build that there. Actually, I'm going to be... No, we'll build this through. It's 132 tons of gravel. No. I'm going to be a bit icky. That's okay. We've finished this research. That's a bit better. We'll do it in short stages so we don't overload the custom shed. Right, what I need here is that synthetic fertilizer. Get that done. We need this built because these guys are now going to start. They're going to fill up with fuel and away goes the quarry. The trouble is, quarried stone is of no use to us at all. What we need is this built and ready to go. As soon as that's built, the quarried stone will flow into there, and then we will be able to go here. What we will get is waste. What's the waste composition of the waste? Yeah, it's 20% other waste, 20% construction waste. What we need is a covered hole to come here and... Yeah, the steel is arriving. Right, we need a workforce and then we can get this built. It's probably this guy's going to deliver the mech components for... Yep. So all we need now is a workforce out here and they will do the honours. Yeah, we got the workforce in the wrong place. Right, we got power here. We got our waste trucks ready to go. Once they actually get something to pick up here, we got our little crew here. And go back to doing what they were doing before. I mean, they're very small scale, so they're not going to put a big problem with the area there. Fire station. Yeah. Actually, get the road crew and support that as well. I mean, if they don't build the roads, they don't build the roads, because I'm not dependent on them. So yeah, right, we're on the 18th of July. That means the harvest is about to start, and we were down to under 1,000 tons. That does not bode well for our things. In fact, the harvest hasn't started yet. Why haven't you started? You're not actually. Wow, yeah, they're not. They haven't actually all the. Wow. Okay. Is that a factor? Here's a question for you guys. So here's a question. If the fertility is low, does that mean the crops grow slower as well? That could be a factor. Big factor. Don't understand. Right, these guys are just running backwards and forwards. This doesn't make sense. Oh, this is just a truck who's doing his own thing, isn't he? Okay, we need to get this sorted into something that's a bit more realistic. Because he's just running backwards and forwards, wasting fuel. Okay. I think what we'll do is we've got a little bit of slack here. You can go there. You've got dump trucks, so you can pick up load fertilizer there. Go to there and drop it off, and your job is to keep it 100%. Okay. That will save me a tiny bit of fuel. How's the chemicals? That does not look good. I think my guy, yeah, we're going to cancel that. I think we've been kind of maliciously exporting chemicals, and that's not good. I want the chemicals for my production. I mean, we've got plenty of oil, plenty of gravel, plenty of wood, plenty of crops. The water's flowing nicely. I think probably what's happening is that this guy is trying to keep this all at 4.6 tons. That might not be as practically useful as it should be. Let me just check. Fabric factory, medium distribution office. Right, you're dropping off there, there, and there. You're making this a 60%. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop that to 60%. It's a bit of a risk, but as long as we're producing some clothes, we're okay, because we are. And we made money last month anyway. So, right. Well, I'm running out of time on this video, but wow, yeah, we've got liftoff. It's exactly what I wanted. What I need to do now is build in that, because we need the processing plant needs to be done. And what we'll probably get now is, yeah, we got the waste being picked up here. These buildings produce a lot of waste, so ideally I think I can afford to wait at the moment. If I can get the gravel production up and running. Right, we need the groundworks done on that. Now, I should have got that started some time ago as well. We've got that there. Yeah, you can see how quickly this fills up. That's why I need this online. and we'll probably even need even more trucks running later on, because what we need is the separation. But I think what will happen is this will eventually get full up, because this will fill up before this is ready. Let me just get back here. Happiness is still kind of hanging in there. Right, the crops are flowing into there. What's the research like here? 21%, so we've got a little while to go yet. How's the... So I've been delusional. We haven't produced 17 tons of chemicals that quickly. That does not make sense. Maybe I looked at the chemical factory, not... I think this guy... Where are you? Who's the water well? I want to change this guy. You can pick up from here, and you're not going to pick up from the chemical plant anymore. From the station, load 100%. Yep. And I think by getting him out of there, we can then these guys here. Probably need to bring on board this silo, but it's not high priority at the moment. We've got a bus stop and a fire station. I think you can build out there into there with gravel. The ground, actually you can, yeah. Have I got the groundworks crew on that? Yep. What is the groundworks crew doing? Yeah, I think you guys are just kind of hanging in there on this here. Yep. Yeah. You're third person. You're third person. Yep. That needs to be built as well. I would really like to get the gravel production finished in this part. So and I've run out of things to say, because basically I'm just monitoring what needs to be built. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the video here, and I'll be right back once the gravel is actually built. Okay, welcome back. It's taken a little while to actually get this finished. We're now on the 28th of September 1969. We are now in a position to set that to gravel. What we do need now is a workforce to get into here. They will start producing gravel. What I'll do to start with is we'll get these guys on here. No, I don't want that. I just want you to pick up gravel from there directly. And because we haven't got the pickup point ready just yet, I'm going to start with the road crew. And you're gonna pick up from there. Of course, was that the road crew or not? It doesn't really make any difference. Let's see. They're still picking up from the customs shed. I will move these onto the loading position eventually, but getting the dumpers off of the customs shed is going to make a pretty big difference, actually. I mean, it will cut down our costs a little bit, but the biggest factor of all is just going to be simply the fact that we're going to get gravel into here, which means that as we start to develop our projects out, things will go along quite nicely. I think what I can do now is, well, I need that built. We need the groundworks done on that. We can now get the groundworks done on our technical office. But this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.